Oh, right. We don't have any warp stones. Alright,
What's a warp stone?
So warp stones let us, warp to various places on the map. And we haven't found any of them. So we have to walk.
So that's how you're warping us to town and everything?
Yeah. So once you've been to an outpost, you can, warp to last outpost. But every time you go into, like...
Why are you faster than me?
I don't know. Oh, there's a little guy in here. Oh, we forgot our pets.
We forgot our pets. Are we some kind of monster?
I mean, I don't really need mine.
Oh, enemies are teleporting.
That's freaky. Let's see, we've got a land shark leader. Okay, do you want to go back? Let's go back to town. We're right next to it.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Find the sprint button, apparently. Why am I so slow?
Yeah, I don't really know why. Oh,
I used to be faster, right? Could have sworn I used to be faster.
I think it's just like desync issues.
What?
I could be wrong about that. Ooh.
What is going on?
Yeah,
Chat,
I don't know.
Troubleshoot for me.
Chat probably has less experience than you do playing this game.
That's all you're good for. That's never true. That's never been true in any video game ever.
The
chat always knows way too much about every game, no matter how obscure it is, and they're mad about all the things you missed.
No one in my chat has referenced the fact that they have played this game before. At least as far as like this. Wait, no, I think Satari might have played this before in my chat.
Oh, I was looking for the guy from Star Wars comment, but it was in my chat. You have my chat open?
Do I have yours?
Before.
Let's rename this guy to... Oh, I got it. Perfect.
Taking you so long, Wander.
I had to get a new companion. I was getting sick of Scooby dead.
Oh, right, because you had a terrible companion. Well, yeah. Enjoy a new level 1.
That's okay, I can fix that.
Hope you're planning on feeding them a lot of things.
You know, I probably don't need orbs. Maybe? I'm just gonna operate under the assumption that I don't need eyeballs, black powders, and stuff. Worst comes to worst, I can just go do farming. Okay, let's
Have you noticed that people will continually assume you just don't know that a mechanic exists or how it works when it's, like, really obvious? Because you don't, like, loudly announce your knowledge of it constantly?
Yeah, I have a lot of people do that in conjunction with, like, my Vagante series.
Yeah.
Like, people will be like, hey, did you know that you can do, like, down strikes with the warrior?
Yeah. Yet, I was doing New Game Plus of Bloodborne, having already played, like, the first 2 Dark Souls games and Demon Souls multiple times, and that's creepy.
What?
That's really creepy.
What?
Your nightmare gremlin mage.
Look, he's the most non-human pet I have that isn't a dog that I started with. His name is Kef.
I don't like this. I don't like any of this. You've created a smaller version of me that's less annoying. Okay.
Oh, so I need to pick somebody more annoying. Okay, let's just go figure out where to farm for the cloud of gnats.
We'll go teleport everywhere.
We'll go figure out where to farm for the cloud of gnats, and then
you have speed boots?
Then we'll be good. I don't think so. Come on, give me the contract, goddamn bear. I want a bear companion. Maybe I should just go out and farm bears between sessions.
That is stuff. The corpse had things on it. Yeah, like people still tell you how to. They try to tell you how to play Vagante when you're like 100 episodes into the game, right?
I'm probably the only YouTuber that even has this close to this amount of hours shoved into that game. Much less a lot of the other games I play. I guess some games I will get like really stubborn.
A Souls game, and people are like, "This is you can do a plunging attack, right?" I'm like,
Yeah, somebody was giving us tips like that when we were playing Dark Souls 2 the other night. I was just like, I mean,
like we've all beaten this, I mean, 2 of us have beaten this game, and the other one's not gonna know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for this game, someone was all like, "You know that things with plus signs on them are new items, right?" And you already looked at them, and I'm like, "Well, yes, I understand that. That's astonishingly obvious because the moment you highlight them, the plus sign goes away."
Wait,
I ate him.
Do you see him?
No, he's a circle. Maybe he has invisibility.
Footprints.
Maybe he's
I'm
in
okay
stealth
with
mode, so he
this.
doesn't die horribly.
I'm also okay with this.
I'm okay with it because I don't have to look at him anymore.
Exactly. I was actually super resistant to getting a new pet just because all of them are ugly as sin. Yep, apparently. So I think he must have a
you take that back.
Invisibility spell. What am I taking?
Ugly as sin. Excuse me. Have you seen my dog? I have the best pet.
I mean,
he looks like a brown version of that guy from Monster Rancher, the blue horned
which
dog.
one? Oh right, yeah. Whoa, hey, there's a cave here.
Monster Hunter and Monster Rancher. There's a blast from the past, right?
Yeah, I never played or watched that show.
Oh, that's a list of things for us to do.
Is this the Bandit encampment?
Play a Monster Rancher game.
That'd be interesting. I don't know where we are.
Find a PlayStation.
Is this just like is this? I don't think we've been here before.
I really hope, because I'm still following you.
I just want to go like fight something for a second. And
I was just already up here, by the way. I didn't come here.
Okay, I was like, you move fast when you want to, I guess.
Nope, the game just decides that I don't start at the entrance of a room sometimes.
Well, we've got like scarab things. I don't know.
Gross.
I feel like.
Gross.
Do you want to try and
fire.
Plumb this dungeon? I'm sure there's probably like a boss or something in the bottom.
We should just kill things. Yay.
Fair enough.
Oh, look, it's a boss. It died in 4 hits.
Yeah.
I like this dungeon.
We might be a little bit over leveled.
Gotta do everything, right?
Yeah.
Completionist run. Which is how you get over leveled in the first place.
I actually heard that according to one of the reviews from somebody that got a earlier copy than us, like after a certain point you have to do these like little random dungeons scattered around the world to get the end game gear to like keep progressing, which is kind of a shame.
Weird.
But I guess
contract.
I guess there's no real difference. Did you just get a scarab?
Yeah.
Can I have that?
No, it's my little nightmare.
Why is this locked? Oh, do we have to fight?
Ambushed.
Oh, we're... Alright. Yay,
the reason
done.
never changes as it turns
Ready
out.
for epic mode, achievement unlocked.
What?
Pardon?
Like in Terraria?
Well, that's expert mode, not epic mode.
Is everything gonna suddenly have 500 items and be really confusing?
I don't really know. Honestly, like I actually really enjoy expert mode from Terraria. Like, what they've done with the game has been really satisfying. We'll probably do like another series at some point where everybody's upside down. You should join us for that, because that would be funny.
Everyone's upside down.
Yes, there's an endgame trinket that you get from the very last boss of the game that flips gravity on you. And we want to do a second playthrough where the entire game...
flip gravity or flip the world? Like, is it Inverted Castle?
So, it's flipped gravity, because it doesn't flip the gravity for everybody, just you. But, like...
You fall to your doom if you go to open air like a dwarf?
Yes, you fall out of the sky, like, up into the sky. It's actually really useful for
everything that
traversing
dwarves in
the
Dragon
world.
Age thinks gonna happen.
What is this?
Whoa, Zelda. It's Zelda.
Dangerous to go it alone. Take this. A wooden sword, are you serious? And I'm not alone either. Well, I also have this if you want it. Thanks, old man. You should keep the wooden sword anyhow. Why is that? Because once we leave, you will be alone. Ah, I didn't think of that. Thank you, traveler.
Shit. Poking plot holes in a game that's 20 years old. Look who's the big man here.
Oh man. Somebody in my...
Next, let's talk about how the Smurfs don't make sense.
Somebody in my chat used my docket command. Seriously. I'm so happy. Do you see it? Oh, hey, we're just kicked out immediately. That's cool. If somebody does exclamation mark docket, I just have like laugh and then like you expected. I planned these ahead.
Oh, you mean what games you're playing tonight?
Yeah, I don't have a docket. I never will.
I've noticed that within 5 minutes of you starting any game, someone immediately asks if you're playing something else tonight.
Yeah. Sometimes the answer is no.
This 30 seconds ago.
Sometimes I get actually like really angry because it's like I will be playing a game nobody's interested in. Everybody's just like, so when are you gonna switch to like Holy Potatoes Weapon
Dance,
Shop? And
monkey,
I'm like,
dance.
I mean, hey,
Welcome to streaming, you
hey,
son
Keith.
of a bitch.
Hey Keith, you wanna land sharks?
That looks. Seems. Oh no.
Oh no,
but
scorpions.
I'm
Never
slow.
mind.
I'm weirdly slow and I don't know why. Let's go.
That thing is
Hello.
big. That oh
How you
god.
feeling about your arachnophobia right about
Actually,
now?
quite dead. Or not. I don't. I'm having trouble determining how much HP I have left. It went down to nothing, and then I don't really
crap.
understand.
I forgot that I need to.
Holy
I
shit!
need
They
to
do
maintain-
2,000 health. All right. Good luck, Keith.
I need to maintain enough stamina to teleport.
I'm just gonna be running circles around these bastards because I can't survive them attacking me.
Teleport.
Apparently.
I sure wish I was faster.
Did you kill the other one already?
Oh no, I didn't. Here it comes.
All right,
Be
here.
mad.
I'm gonna see if I
cool,
can get
the
close. Nope,
teleporting,
nope,
that's
nope,
fair.
nope, nope, nope. Okay, I'm just gonna run very short circles around these guys. Never mind, they've already just changed their mind on these things. Did he kill you?
No.
Oh, God.
He's just
You're
all up in
almost
my
dead.
biz, and I don't like it.
You are almost dead.
I haven't taken a
Here,
single
if
hit.
you pause just for a second next to me, I can give you.
Am I damaged on? Am I damaged on your screen?
You were almost dead. You had a sliver of health.
I've never taken damage yet on my screen.
Oh, you had nothing on mine.
Oh, this game's grade A netcode.
Oh.
Here,
I
I'll
think
put an
I'm
aura in
dead
there
or
for
stunned
reasons.
or I'm now dead.
It thinks you're dead
Good
on
luck.
my screen, but who knows
Yeah,
what that
they
means.
they stun locked me to
One of those maybe almost dead. Oh
to
god.
sad death.
Oh goodness me.
Your teleport
Goodness
move.
golly jillikers.
See if
I
you
don't
can
even
kite them
want
through
to.
your lightning circle. By the way, that thing messes them up.
More lightning circle.
You're looking
Fuck
injured.
you, I'm dying. Oh god.
It's okay.
How do I? Is there any way for? Oh, I'm
I don't-
poisoned. That's good.
Yeah, the poison doesn't kill you. The poison can't kill you.
No, leave me
But
alone.
yeah,
Don't
just
want
lead
it.
him through your teleport circle.
I
You
don't
don't
want
even
it.
need to fight him.
Except the
like-
part where he'll reach me anyway.
Yeah, but walking him through that thing does like crazy damage. But yeah, the fact that that guy does like 2,000 damage per attack is
Die, 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 die,
a
die,
little
die.
bit high.
Die, 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 die. Oh no,
If
no, no,
you
no, no,
ask
no, no, no,
me.
no, no.
I guess
Please
I should
stop
have
being
blocked
alive.
in retrospect.
Sweet.
I forgot that I can block.
Yay, more mage MLG.
Alright,
It's-
well,
And all I
thank
have
you
to
for
do
all
is
the
deal with
loot,
dying
Keith.
like in one hit.
No, you didn't have to deal with that.
Bro.
I think they might have taken out instant death. Like, I think you just almost get killed. Unfortunately, they also have a stunning
Took
attack,
out
so it was
instant
very...
death, but they also took out the sorcerer's ability to walk at a normal speed.
I mean...
I think I'm over encumbered by magic.
No, it's your ego at this point. Your ego is just so large. It is,
You
it
gotta
has
have a
crippled
wide
your
stance
ability...
for these things.
It has crippled your ability to move in any direction quickly.
Rotom joke. I've seen artwork on the internet.
I'm never going to be able to hit this guy.
There's a scary pit. So how much porn have you drawn?
A surprisingly
like the
low
answer's
amount of
always
porn,
yes.
actually. But
But the answer always is yes, right?
yes.
For all of you.
Yeah.
I mean, TLE only draws porn, so that's his difference.
I mean, I usually...
The first...
It depends. The most interesting circumstance I've ever been asked to draw porn and said no was conventions. Back when Homestuck was super popular.
Oh god.
Yeah, I got more than a couple requests along
Gotta
the
get
way
that
for
Rule
like various
34
things.
shipping done.
Well, so here's the thing. You can't sell, like, pornographic content to minors, and most of the Homestuck fans were young, so I actually had somebody give me a fake ID.
It's even creepier now.
Yeah, I was just like, you brought a fake ID to a convention to get smut. Are you serious here? They were completely serious.
I apologize, stream. I think I just got Wander on a list. Oh, so there's a contract. Yeah, lurker. What's a lurker? Is that the rogues?
Yeah, it's probably the sneaky rogues and stuff.
How much? God damn, there's so many items everywhere. Sorry. They're everywhere.
But yeah, so, did not draw actually that much smut that weekend. But it was definitely requested and not appreciated on my part.
Did I tell you the first thing I requested TLE to draw during his
Oh!
drunk stream? But
What?
he basically immediately forgot he ever made it.
That guy just dropped a goddamn meteor on my face.
I immediately asked for him to draw like basically the worst thing, which was it was Lautrec, which is that guy that's completely covered in like spiny.
I think I remember seeing that picture
in Dark Souls 1. It was Lautrec being swallowed by a dick.
Yep, I remember that picture.
And he drew it on a stream. And I'm like, I don't know if you can do this on a stream, but oh well.
I don't think
Teal'c's drunk. He's not.
You're
gonna
not
think about
supposed to. What is this? This is the next place we have to go to, isn't it? Nope, it's not. I actually no. This is where we have that dig site with So we're not actually going up in here.
God damn it, Wanderer! I'm relying on you knowing where you're going. Apparently, this game's procedurally generated, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
According to its own description, at least.
It's not too procedurally generated. Let's see. Happy Flip Wizard. The mage is Keith, aka Sebastian SB, aka YouTube.com/SebastianSB, or Twitch.tv/SebastianSB.
I'm that guy he's been playing games with since 2 years ago.
Does this game have a story? As far as I can tell, we are both homicidal maniacs that like have wandered out into a desert, and people are paying us to murder more things. So we just keep murdering more things. I think that's about the best summation I can give.
Become a trend for us now that I play this game with you when I'm just super drained at the end of the day after recording too much other shit, and I'm like, I can only play a game. I can only do a let's play by talking to someone else now. I can't do it myself anymore. I think last time
ambushed by spiders. Okay, I thought for a second we were getting ambushed by crabs.
Oh god.
Oh, now we're getting ambushed by mushrooms.
Here's an aura thing.
Oh
Enjoy
boy.
It. I don't.
Oh, these hurt.
I'm not really sure how it works.
These hurt.
Here, more aura circles.
Okay, I'm just going to be here blocking for a second. Okay, I'm going to be here running for a second.
Here's a bubble.
Thank you.
Here's whatever this thing does. I don't know what it does still.
Okay, gotta heal. These things hurt.
It does like
these things hurt
a
quite a
good
lot.
thing and a bad thing.
There we go. Wow, that was a lot of damage. They also have a slow effect, which is not friendly.
I think the weird little ring thing does a good thing and a bad thing. Like it hurts enemies, but also buffs us or something. Hard to notice its effects in real time.
Yeah. So I think we're supposed to come back here later. Like this is part of the next quest chain. Alright.
All the weird little unconnected NPC dialogue that just sort of happens everywhere reminds me a lot of Pokemon. Like everyone being up to their own nonsense and it not really having much to do with everyone else, but eh. Can we sell here?
No.
Ah, my inventory is full again.
It's okay, we're almost there.
I can give my companion shit real quick.
We're literally one area away.
1 second.
Thank you, Dino Hunter.
Throwing away some garbage. This game has the problem that Dragon Age has with codexes, where it's like, if you so much as highlight something, it no longer counts as new, even if you haven't actually looked at it yet.
Wait, I've got
bothers me so much.
I've got a trinket, but my inventory is full. Go figure. All right.
Like when you're doing a let's play where you're actually looking at codex entries and trying to like do like 1 or 2 an episode to like fill in the background of stuff. Yeah. Really frustrating when you can't tell which ones you've read before because they instantly get marked as read the moment you highlight them.
Never read the codex.
Like also the only way to navigate the menu. Like.
Never read the codexes. Problem solved.
They're so good
garbage damage against these guys.
They're so good. Do you see how fast I'm moving right now?
Well, I mean,
okay.
Yeah. If you get bitten by a spider.
I just thought that whatever the problem was just like getting worse. Like no, I'm doomed.
Nope. It's just the current situation that you're in. I don't think I've leveled up my stats in a while.
So I can pick up more items.
Do that. Oh, I've got 1 skill point. This is actually kind of sad.
Oopsie.
Let's just go with critical hit stuff. There we go.
Why would it be sad? Shouldn't you just be spending them anyway?
No, that we've only leveled up once in like the past session.
No, I think we did a few.
Not nearly as much as we originally used to. That's one thing I don't like about
that's definitely true.
RPGs. This place looks kind of neat, but like I don't like it about RPGs that leveling takes like so much longer in the end. I feel like it should just be a very flat thing the entire way through.
It's fine to me. I'm fine with it, largely because leveling tends to matter less the more you do it anyway.
True.
Like, when I'm halfway through a New Game Plus playthrough of a Dark Souls game, I'm more immediately like, alright, I guess I'll put a point in this or something, whatever. Because I'm like, who cares at this point?
Yeah.
Like, I have all the stats I need. Now it's like, do you want half a hit point? Cool. So
right, because that game has bizarre scaling.
Because it has everything has like a soft cap somewhere, and then like a second soft cap that's a little harder, but not an actual cap still. Like the more points you put into stuff, the less they're worth. But also, like at some point, how much more stamina do you need?
I guess in that case, I feel like it would almost be better to not have leveling at all and have it all tied to like equipment or something, and just not worry about it. Because I don't really. I don't know.
Leveling's fun though. You have a core character.
It's true.
I don't like the gear idea because then you end up with a Path of Exile, which I find exhausting.
That's a good point. It's hard to say.
This weapon would give me 200 hit points, but no damage. Damage is what I live for. Must be harmed. Go. Yeah, today I was talking about the idea of like games like Dragon Age, like they have loading screens that show you a codex entry, but then they just end the loading screen the moment the loading's done. But it's like the codex entry is massive. Like you don't have time to read it on PC. I can't even imagine how you'd ever read it on. I mean, you don't have time to read it on console, so I can't even imagine how you'd ever read those things on PC, where you're probably loading faster. Like, what they really should do is just load up the codex entry like always, because it's a pleasant situation to read that kind of stuff, and just let the loading screen last. Like, have the loading screen do that thing where when it finishes it says X to continue. Then if you want to read it, you actually can. And since you're reading a codex entry, you also don't really notice how long it's taking to load.
You know, I almost think that should just be an option. Game options.
Yeah, but it's not, until someone mods it in, maybe.
Yeah.
Because frankly, like you played Dragon Age, and I assume that at some point you saw a loading screen. I don't know how fast it loaded on PC, but
incredibly quickly once I got onto my new computer. But no, I remember the loading screens.
Yeah, like you get a beautiful painted background and a big card that shows up with text, and you can even change cards if you're taking too long to load and read like 3 different cards.
Yeah, I remember that. That was actually a really good handling.
Yeah,
it's just a dead dude.
It actually looks better than the game's real codex screen.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, let's just do this, and then like just only show me new things, and if I scroll through something, that means I read it. Yay!
I
or like have a mark as red button.
Here, I'm like stuck in corners.
They could organize these things so well.
Yeah. No.
Oh, these things walk through the. They're freaky. They can walk through the plants like no big deal. They have the advantage here.
Deathwolf is asking if Dragon Age Inquisition is a good game. Hell yeah.
We're MOBA jungling. Jungling.
It's probably the best like RPG that I've ever played. We want to go down here. Not left. I'm trying to think.
I'm so torn.
No. Witcher. I think Witcher's a better RPG, but I think Dragon Age is more casual.
I would say Witcher has a better story, especially on the character level.
Yeah, but like the movement and the combat just made me so angry in comparison.
Yeah, Witcher has bad combat for the most part.
Yeah, whereas like Dragon Age is fun to play. Witcher...
Your best option is Witcher is that if you go full signs, you can at least have like tactical decisions about which spell you're casting, but the combat's like a really bad version of Dark Souls, where it's really twitchy and awkward and kind of inconsistent. But Dragon Age has problems too, where the story has a cool, grand thing where epic stuff happens. Like, right before I did this, I just finished the second DLC, which, without spoiling anything specific or anything like that, actually, even though it's a DLC, has massive world implications about the story it reveals in it, and it's really cool to have that stuff. But on the same time, like, if you play through Dragon Age, I don't know if you really care about the Inquisitor very much, even though he's the protagonist.
I mean, he's just kind of a self-insert. He's a Mary Sue. It's hard to get that attached.
It's a game that... But he's too Mary Sue.
Yeah, like, no, that's true.
He starts, like, the Inquisitor is basically Shepard from Mass Effect 3, where he's fixing all of the galaxy's problems simultaneously, and not just, like, the individual ones on the specific planets, but, like, all of them.
Yeah.
Like, he's addressing every issue that's ever happened in the world of Thetis, basically, at some point, and it only gets worse in this newest DLC, where it's he's dealing with such grand concepts so that
it's
one
a
person doing all
BioWare
these
game.
things gets
That's
silly.
what happens.
My problem is that my favorite my favorite story in a BioWare game so far is probably the one that everyone hated.
Which
I like
one?
characters more than anything.
Yeah.
Like I care way more about like progressing Garrus's storyline in the 3 Mass Effect games than I do about Peripheus.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree.
So, like for me, their best story so far, is based. Actually, this wasn't what I was gonna say, but I might almost say Mass Effect 2 because of its amazing companion storylines. But my favorite, that's companion stories though. But as far as the main story of a BioWare game goes, my favorite one's actually Dragon Age 2.
I've never played Dragon Age 2. I tried playing through Dragon Age Origins and just couldn't. It was too long.
The premise of Dragon Age 2 is that you play a family that lived in Ferelden during the Blight.
Yeah.
I mean, they fled Ferelden because of the Blight, and so they go off to this place called Kirkwall, which is across the ocean, and basically just are trying to keep. You're just one person, male or female or whatever, looking out for your sibling and your mother in this foreign town, and the game takes place in 3 acts that each takes place during like a different time period, basically. Like you have time jumps of a few months or a few years between them, and you just deal with problems that happen in that individual city that don't go beyond that city. And so you end up it's really cool because you just have these personal problems about what happens with these people and the people you meet all in this small scale, and they have a macro scale story that ends up coming from it, but it's just so much more personal as a result. To the point where like if characters are lost along the way, you actually care a lot about it, as opposed to like pretty much every storyline you do in Dragon Age Inquisition, some character you meet along that quest chain probably dies horribly midway through, but you're like, oh, that guy's dead. That's sad. I recognize his voice actor. That's like the most you get out of it.
It was Nolan North.
I've had moments in Inquisition where someone dies and then they're like sobbing, like, oh no, here, I'm gonna extol his virtues about all these things you didn't know about them, because this is why you should care more about their death, because oh no, like now their family is gonna be screwed and stuff, oh no. I was like, you're explaining after they die why I should care that they died, and I'm like, this is just too much story. It's too big. We need to slow down, spend like 3 hours with the same people or something. But that doesn't happen enough in new BioWare. That's a bummer.